Hi, my name is Akhil Krishna and welcome to the Quantity Surveying Studio. In this video, I'll be giving a brief insight on the topic Payment Application Summary. Payment application is a common term used in a quantity surveyor's life, and preparing an payment application is one of the key responsibilities of a quantity surveyor. Now let's understand what a payment application is. Payment application has other names used by different organizations, like some call it a progress application, some use the term running account bills, and then some call it just an invoice. This document basically converts your physical works executed at site into revenue. The way to prepare it, when to submit it, and the supporting documents to attach with it all are mentioned in the contract agreement of the project. Applying for your payment, start with the advance payment application, the amount for which will be as stated in the contract. Then as the works begins at site, interim payment applications comes into picture, which is submitted every month based on the work progress. Then during work completion, payment application made is called statement at completion. Then you will also have an application for your initial retention claims and finally the final payment account. So I'll be sharing an example from which you will be understanding all these concepts more clearly. A payment application summary has mainly two sections, additions and the deductions. Now from the main name it is clear what each section is used for, and you will be understanding it more clearly in the example which is following. Now these two sections are further divided into three columns, which are the previously certified amount, the current month amount, and the cumulative amount. In the example, you will be getting a clearer idea. I've made some payment applications. So all the payment application throughout a project I've tried to explain in this example. So if you see, your first payment application is for your advance payment. So if you see the format, you can see that there are all the contractual details of the project, like the project description, the name, the contract number description, what is the application number, the contractual ending date, contract amount, your contract advance that you have to receive, the contract period, and who your client is, who the project management consultant is, who the cost. All these details have been, mentioned here. So that depends on different organization what details are required, and this is the basic structure of a payment application. The terms and the style will differ from within different organizations, will be differing. So if you see this, these are the additions, each subsections of addition and each subsection of the deductions and adjustments. So I think I have included all the subsections that can come under a construction project and the deductions. If I missed out something, please do let me know in the comment section. So you have the three columns which I had mentioned earlier, the previous certified, the current claim, and the cumulative work done. And there is one more column which I've added just to get an idea of the percentage of how much work is completed and the percentage of the advance recovery done till now. Then there are two more sections below, that is, this gives you an idea of how much payment has been done actually by your client, and based on the certification and the payment done, what you have to receive till date. Here the advance payment recovery I have considered as 10% of the total work done. Total work done, if you see, it is the amount of work done plus the preliminary amount. So basically your contract amount will be the amount which you have estimated for your preliminaries and your total work done, and your retention is the 10%. I've considered it as 10%. In most contract it will be the retention will be the amount of 10% of the total work done for each payment applications. So here all the work done, that is including all your variations, material on site, your professional sums, your day works, I've included all these as the total work done. Not only your contractual work done, all your other scopes also have included. So retention will be taken as a percentage of all these works. So in this exam, first payment I have prepared for claiming the advance payment. So 10% of your contract amount is $100,000. So in the current claim will be $100,000. Rest of it will be zero, and your cumulative claim will be 100,000. There won't be the retentions or deductions. Only once the work starts, all these deductions start. Again, some contracts specify that the work done should be reaching some percentage, like 10 or 20%. Only then the advance recovery will start. So it will depend on each contract. So now let's see the second payment application. If you see the second payment application, the first payment application's cumulative will be becoming your payment application number 2's previous certified. So 100,000 will become your advance payment. And considering that you finished some works during your first month, so these are the amounts for each section that you have completed, and your cumulative will be the sum of both these. Here all the advance recoveries and your retentions have been calculated, and your gross amount will be the total additions, and your net amount will be the amount after deducting from the gross amount all these deductions. So from after deductions and everything, if you see, you have to receive an amount of 188,650 in this current claim, in this current payment application. So if you check here, you have received 100,000 previously. So in total, the cumulative amount which you have to receive is 288,000, in which 100,000 you have already received. So remaining is 188,000. So the percentage have been mentioned here. So if you go to the next payment application, again, all your cumulative of this second payment application will become your previous certified of your third payment application. And again, similar to the second payment application, your work done are calculated what has been executed. But here the difference is, for example, till your second payment application, you have to receive 288,650. But here I have just mentioned that you have received only 200,000. So in all, till this payment application, you have to receive 389,950. Currently, you have to receive 100,600. But since you have received only 200,000 USD, so 200, the total minus what you have received. So 389,950 minus 200,000. 189,950 is the one that you have to receive in spite of this. Your work done is this much, but since you have not received the full amount that has been certified till payment application 2, the balance that you have to receive till this payment application 3, including the remaining of this payment application 2, will be 189,950. So hope it is clear. Now next one is, we are assuming that your project is completed. So that is, this payment application will be your statement at completion. So all your works have been completed. So everything has been mentioned. If you see here, the material on site has become 0. That is because whatever materials that has come to site, you have utilized it for your works. So automatically you will be having some amount for these works under work done. So this should automatically become 0. That the concept of this I'll be explaining in the coming videos. Separate video I'll make on material on site. So again, after deductions, everything, finally you have to receive at the completion stage, you have to receive an amount of 982,650 after all the deductions. till date you have received 382,950. So we are assuming that actually you had to receive 389,950 till payment application 3. So we are just assuming that we have received only 382,950. So the remaining of 982,650 minus 382,000 you have to receive in this payment application. Now after that you're claiming your first retention claim. So at the completion, your retention, the total retention that has been deducted is 102,850 USD. So your first retention claim, you can claim only half of it at the stage of completion, because the remaining half you can complete only after your defects liability period, which is usually 1 or 2 years. So for that, if you see all your previous, your cumulative claim of payment application for will become your previous of your retention claim. I have considered it as your 5th payment application, and your current claims is 0 because you are only claiming your retention here. So here, if you see your retention release, half of 102,850, that is 50%, you're claiming it as your current claim. And finally, your claim will be 51,425. So again, you have to receive 1.034075 US dollars until you're including your first retention claim. You have just received 975, so remaining will be your current amount that you have to receive with this payment. Finally, your final payment. So I've just considered, so for example, this final payment application is if during the statement at completion, if you miss out something, or if the client does not certify some amounts, you can claim it in your final payment application. So this is your final payment application. You will be also giving a statement that there will be no further payments due for you. So whatever you have to claim under your final payment application. That is considered as your final payment. So after that, you have no right to claim further. So here I am assuming that with the retention, remaining 50% of retention, you missed out a variation of 5,000. So I am claiming that 5,000 also in this current. And if you see in your previous first retention claim, this 51,000 will become your previous of your final payment application, and the remaining 50% will become your current claim. So totally your retention was 102,000, and now in your final application you have claimed the entire retention. So again, totally if you see, you have to receive an amount of 1,090,500, including all your retention, all your work done. Your payments that you have received till date is only 1027075. So this minus this, your total net cumulative amount minus whatever payments received till date will be your final payment application amount that you will have the right to receive. So hope it is clear. So if you see, you can just cross check. Advance payment, if you see the total amount, see 1,090,500. These are all the amounts of work done. Actually, you've done a preliminary amount of 300,000 US dollars, work done of 700,000, provisional sum of 13,000, variation 20. So including all this, the total works which you have done, which you have the right to get the money, is 1,090,500. So that has come here, 1,090,500. So that is your final payment that you have to receive. So hope the concept of payment application is clear now. If you need the format which I have prepared for this video, just share your email ID in the comment section. I'll be sending it to you. And if you have any clarification or any doubts or queries, please mention that too in the comment section. And for more informative videos like this related to quantity surveying, please to subscribe this channel, and happy learning.